I know your problem. You got a Bruno in your head.
A Bruno?
Yeah.
I actually really enjoyed Disney Pixar's Luca.
Come on, I'll show you some more stuff.
Beautiful animation, bringing to life powerful themes of friendship, some betrayal in there, and eventual forgiveness. I loved how it explores how certain people come into our life, showing us whole new worlds, and how sometimes in these new worlds we're compelled to hide parts of ourselves because of long-standing prejudice. But the scene I want to focus on today has to do with bringing a sense of mindfulness to how we talk to ourselves.
Look, we gotta ride together. If you don't sit on the back and hold on to the front, the whole thing falls apart.
Oh, and who's holding the ramp?
The turtle. Come on, it's faster than he looks.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
You coming?
Nope, I can't do it. Never in a million years.
Hey. I know your problem. You got a Bruno in your head.
A Bruno?
Yeah, I get one too sometimes. Alberto, you can't. Alberto, you're gonna die. Alberto, don't put that in your mouth. Luca, it's simple. Don't listen to stupid Bruno.
Why is his name Bruno?
I don't care. It doesn't matter. Call him whatever you want. Shut him up. Say, Silenzio Bruno.
Silencio Bruno.
Louder. Silenzio Bruno.
Silencio Bruno.
Silenzio Bruno.
Silencio Bruno.
Can you still hear him?
Nope, just you.
Good. Now hang on.
Tintarella di luna, tintarella tu latte, tutta notte stai.
For many of us, giving attention to and noticing how we talk to ourselves can be very powerful. We all have different parts of us, different voices inside of us that come out from time to time. And we might find it helpful to identify these parts by naming them. We might even picture what they look like. We might get a sense for around what things they tend to speak more loudly. Some of us benefit from thinking what fictional characters remind us of these parts. Or we may notice what actual person or people in our life come to mind when we think of a particular voice. The scene we just watched reminds us that we all have our versions of a Bruno. And we all kind of know this intuitively. Some might call Bruno an inner voice. Some might call him a part of Luca. But like Alberto says, it doesn't matter. Our job is to specifically start bringing our conscious awareness to it. Luca's Bruno told him things like, nope, you can't do it. It would have kept him from trying a new experience. What about yours? What about your Brunos? Have you noticed parts of you that negatively influence your life? In addition to naming the voice, we might ask additional questions. What does your part make you think or do? What is the part afraid will happen if it doesn't tell you those things or make you do those things? How did this part originally get the job it's trying to do anyway? At what age did it start to come around for you? And if it could tell you something, like if you were really listening, what would your part want you to know? When feeling like you're acting in a way that doesn't serve you or gets in the way of your personal goals, be curious about that. It may happen around certain people or certain situations. It can be very powerful to notice when and how the part comes up. Identifying his Bruno consciously in the present moment, naming it, noticing it, helped Luca to lessen its influence on him. You can try this with your parts. You can share with a trusted friend, a family member, a therapist. For example, hey, I've noticed I have this part of me that comes out from time to time. I've named it Victor, and this is what it makes me think, feel, and do. As we do this kind of work around our parts, we start to notice things like, wow, I've got this part of me that starts to shut down when this person is around. Or there's this part of me that gets really down when others' accomplishments are recognized. Or there's this part of me that starts to feel uncomfortable when I start to get too close to a person. For example, making this video, there's a part of me that really wants to create value and share things that have helped me. But there's this other part that feels extremely vulnerable and tells me things like, yeah, why are you doing this? Who on earth do you think you are? No one cares. And noticing that part and focusing instead on the Albertos in my life, what they say to me, that seems to really help. However we do it, it can be a very helpful thing to mentally step away from the voice and notice it as it comes up. This kind of noticing allows us to create enough of a mindful gap to allow other, more positive, more helpful voices to have an influence on us.
E se c'è la luna piena, tu diventi
One last thought. Alberto's phrase for Bruno is silencio,
Shut up. Say, Silenzio Bruno.
silence. And while this may be a helpful approach to some voices and parts, another approach may be to listen and to give attention to that part with empathy, rather than to go to battle with it. Previously, I did a video about exercising empathy with others when they're hurting. Another way to watch this video is to think of that part of you, your Bruno, as someone that is hurting or scared or anxious, and apply those same principles of compassion and listening and encouragement that you would give to a friend to that part. And then notice what happens. If you find content in the Play Therapy series helpful or interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any future content. Thanks for watching.